YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Super Sentai Artisan SP license set. This includes the regular SP license and the Fire Squad version from like the end of Dekaranger into the extra movies they've been in semi-recently. I originally wasn't going to pick this set up, or at least not for a while, but then I saw how cool it was and everybody getting theirs, and I basically peer pressured myself into getting it, and let me say it was worth it, spoiler alert. So let's just go over the box real quick. It's a pretty basic box, but it's pretty neat. As you can see, there's a really nice promotional photo shots, or I guess that's right, yeah, promotional photo shots. I meant to say suits, but then, anyway, promotional photos of the suits. You got the core 4 down there, and then red right here. You know, you got the name on it and stuff. On the top, you have a picture of Deca Red, and you can sort of see from here that he's in his Fire Squad getup. And then on the back, it just shows you sort of like little like wireframes of what comes with it and stuff like that. And then on the side, you just have logos and stuff. So nothing too extravagant, but it is a nice packaging that sort of is like worthy of the collector thing. They both come with holsters, which they are plastic, but they're pretty solid plastic. They're not flimsy or anything, and they're really nicely painted silver. There's a little hair on there, that's gross. But they're really nicely painted silver, and you know, the licenses fit in there, and you can clip that onto your belt or whatever. So that's nice. I believe the original one did come with it, but I do not have the original's the holster. Like, I mean, I do have it, I just don't know where it is. They also both come with interchangeable cards. When we get in there in a second, we'll take a look. They have, you know, the little license badge, but the original recipe SP license comes with ones that have the Ranger suit pictures on them. So you have Deca Blue, Deca Green, Deca Yellow, Deca Pink, and then the SP license one comes with actual like face cards for all of them. So you can see right here, again, Deca Blue, Deca Green, Deca Yellow, Deca Pink. Okay, so that's kind of neat. And just to start off, I think I'm going to start in general with the original recipe SP license. That's what we're going to be going over first. But I wanted to do a comparison of the previously released ones. So let's take a look at this on its own first. It's overall really nice. It's basically the same size as the last Japanese version, and it looks pretty nice. It's got a nice gloss to it. It looks professional. The white paint here stands out really nicely from the black glossy background. The black glossy stuff's going to kind of catch your fingerprints, but the sirens here, or whatever you want to call them, lights, they look really good, I think. Like, just, they look, it's hard to explain other than to say they look good. But yeah, you open it up here, change, you get the badge under there. You can see my overhead light. That's exclusive to mine because I'm in my light. And there you can see there's the Dekaranger badge, and you just kind of like bend it down and it'll come out, and you can pop them back in. I believe the original ones were stickers, so I think that's why I never customized mine. So it's nice that you have one that you can actually switch out. I might be wrong about that, but I think I'm right. So that basically sums up how I review things. Alright, there's the phone. You got the little contact thing up here, kind of like if it was a touchscreen, but they're basically just stickers. Number pad down here, which also isn't a working number pad. And then here is Judgment, and this actually, you can see there's going to be LEDs for both of them, so that's exciting. But here it is next to the original recipe SP license. As you can see, they're actually fairly similar, at least in my opinion. There's some bits about this that make it seem like it's, you know, a bit of a higher quality, but overall look-wise, they're the same, and a lot of that, oh, this looks better, is kind of in your head. I mean, I'm sure there is differences, like the sirens certainly look better. Like, this is a lot darker. These almost look orange, but overall, they're not that different look-wise. There's the inside. See, I never customized mine because I believe it was stickers, or I was lazy, or both. This does look a little bit better, but this could also be because I've had this for a while, so. Now let's look at the, there we go. Phone mode. As you can see, this one's glossy and this one's not. I actually, in some ways, actually prefer the non-gloss. Just, I don't know. Not to say this isn't good, because this new one is really good overall. I'm just saying there are some things. And this has the stickers, and this is actually going to be full-on LEDs for both of them that switch back and forth, so that's the difference there. Alright, and then also, here is the comparison. This is the SPD Morpher version from Power Rangers. Obviously, a significant difference, which was the same for the original one, was it only has change and judgment, and they combined the phone mode by having the phone mode here instead of a badge. This was also a sticker. And and this was quite a bit smaller. I still actually don't think this is that bad. This is actually a pretty solid quality feeling more for the only thing that's really glaring about it for me other than the size is just removing that mode. But that's for another time. Okay, now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. So this is actually going to take a while because this has a significant amount of sounds. So on the back, it's in off mode right now. You flick it up, you basically get the standard mode, which has like the standard morphing noises and stuff. And then down, which we'll be doing second, is voice mode. And you have a bunch of different phrases and whatnot from the show. All right, so let's flick it on. There you go. So right now it's in change mode. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so you got the picture for that mode. Okay, it makes that noise when you close it up. Now phone mode. You gotta make sure you click on this one right. I always have trouble getting this exactly set. I think we've hit them all. Yes. There you go. So, okay, I was just making sure that one. In the second mode, it'll make a noise when you change it to this mode or this mode. I was just making sure that it didn't have it for this one. I forgot about it. But so yeah, that one you actually do get voices in the standard mode of Kruger saying stuff and a couple of the other guys. But the other one has a ton more voices. All right, now for Judgment Mode. So it's going to go back and forth between these for a long time. And then stop it. Guilty. And if you just let it go, it'll just go. And then restart. Should do guilty again. And if you stop it, it'll just restart it again. I was trying to get innocent. You get guilty more often than not, I found. So there you go. Okay, so that's the base functions of like just a standard morpher. The original one had some of those sounds. I'll just do a quick... But the original one had some of those sounds, but this one has a little bit more in depth, obviously, with a lot of the voices and stuff. Okay, so now the real main event of this is the voice mode. So, actually, if you do it like this, you get activation. Okay, so it'll say that, which is essentially like their let's ranger up, and now... So it basically says the voiceover every time they transform that explains the process, which is really neat. Now we're going for the roll call. Okay, now it's actually going to be able to play the full theme. I'm going to try to put this video up with it. Hopefully it sticks, but if not, then I'll have to make an edited version without the theme in it, but I'll explain that it does it. Because like I've had toys in the past, like the Legacy Dragon Dagger, which I got flagged for and I just couldn't put it up, but... And then if you press it again, it'll just play it again. So let's shut that down. Okay, so yeah, either you just heard the theme or you didn't. I'm going to try to put this up with it, but if I get flagged, I'm going to put down a version that has it cut out. But it does play the entire theme at pretty decent audio quality. It's not obviously crystal clear, but it's pretty decent, and it's really, really cool. Hopefully YouTube will let me show it, but as I said in the past, I've had toys that play the MMPR theme from the Legacy line that it's flagged me for, which seems dumb because it's a feature in the toy, but I don't want to have to hassle with it. And you know, if I can't show it, just go look up the Dekaranger theme and listen to it. Okay, so now let's do, before we do phone mode, let's show, when you slide it back up to that, it'll always make that noise. Alright, so let's do phone mode. Again, make sure it stays on there. So we're at Dekared sounds now. I think I cut him off there. Sorry about that. Oops. Okay. So that was all Dekared sounds, and now when you hold it down, it will cycle to Deka Blue, and then onwards. It has sounds for all the core Dekarangers, and then beyond. Okay. Green. As you can see, it also includes the voiceover that explains Sen's shinking pose. Now Deka Yellows. Alright, pink. So as you can see, now you have group noises. I'm sorry, Umeko's got cut a little bit short there because the thing slid and it was going into change mode, so I had to cut away and get it back. Now you have Kruger's phrases that are in here. Okay, now next. It's the narrator.
受けたデカベースから放射されたスワットアーマーと D リボルバーを装着し、デカレンジャーはスワットモードになるのだ。アリエナイザーに対してはスペシャルポリスの要請により、遥か銀河の彼方にある宇宙最高裁判所から判決が下される。 s.p.d スペシャルポリスデカレンジャー、燃えるハートでクールに戦う6人の刑事たち。操作せよデカレンジャー、戦え特捜戦隊デカレンジャー、君のハートにターゲットロック。 s.p.d スペシャルポリス。
So as you can see, you get all the different phrases for the narrator's explanations and intros, some of which you'll hear like in other sounds, you know, like that one, which we've heard before. But this is like a format in which you get to like hear them all in a row. So you get the picture there. So lots and lots of sounds for that. Okay, so now we can move on to the Judgment one. And you get that noise for it. For innocent, there's like no commentary. But for guilty, there is a couple. You have to let that play out in order to get the noise, otherwise it'll restart.
Judgment time.
I think there's at least one more. What? I feel like there's at least one more variation, but I don't want to waste time just sitting here trying for it. Like with both of these, I apologize if I accidentally missed one or two noises here and there, but there's a ton of sounds to go over. All right, so now speaking of, let's get to the fire license. Okay, here we have the fire license, which is one of the most exciting things about this set because we never got a changer like this since it was introduced so late in the game and you know, seen in like the later specials and stuff, so it was never part of the main Dekaranger line. So that was one of the more exciting things about this for me, and it is pretty basic. I mean, it's just using the same mold. It's like, you know, at the core black all the way around on like the background of it, and then on here you just got like the red coloring and then the FS for Fire Squad, and then it just doesn't have like letters here to let you know what it is. It's just three little notches, but it still looks pretty cool, and I think the camera's picking it up okay, but it's got a really nice shine to it. But it's a pretty basic design, but I do dig it, and I think it's neat just to be able to have it. When you open it up, you have basically the same badge thing. It's just got red around the police letters there, and then you got his license, which is in there when you get it. Here's the phone. This version's a little bit different. You got a different OS for the Fire Squad. And then the Judgment's gonna look the same when we have the LEDs. Well, let's go ahead and get to the noises. Turn it on regular mode, I believe this is, yes. So let's do change. And it'll just do that again afterwards. Close up noises. All right, now for the communication mode. Here you will get basically the same repeated sounds as this mode. In this mode as you did in the original. Damn it, Kruger, I'm trying to talk. What are you doing? So it's gonna... Yeah, so you get basically a lot of the same repeated noises as the call mode in standard mode is that. So that's kind of a disappointment, but it's got enough unique sounds that it doesn't really bother me that much, especially since it has 2 modes. Okay, Judgment Mode.
Judgment time. Judgment time.
Okay, now on to the words mode. Words mode. Wow, I know words. Voices mode. Wait, I did it too fast. All right. There we go. All right.
デカレンジャーゴールを受けたデカベースから形状記憶宇宙金属デカメタルが微粒子状に分解され送信され、そして彼らの体の表面で定着し、デカスーツとなるのだ。
All right, now this is going to play some background music from the score, which is really neat. It's quite long, and again, if I get flagged for this, I'm going to have to cut it out and just mention it.
デカレット
So yeah, that's really neat that it can play that it's really long track from the score, which is really cool. Like I said, hopefully they let me show it, but otherwise it'll have to be cut off, and that's kind of unfortunate. But just know that it does do that, and it'll just cycle back to it again. Okay, so now let's do the call mode on this one.
スイッチスタンバイエマージェンシーデカレンジャーフェイスオン1つ起動のアクシオン2組 SPD デカレット特捜戦隊デカレンジャー一気に行くぜ真実一路一発必中デカマシン発進 SP ライセンスセット特捜合体ジャッジメントエリート許可ゴッチュこれにて一件コンプリートメガロポリスは日本バレー相棒ロジャー相棒って言うな全員成人アブレラ銀河消滅及び惑星間戦争における大量殺人の罪でジャッジメント一応来福帰化温存不当不屈で対岸上手だぜミラージュディメンション解除俺は絶対にお前を許さねえ赤座憲法雷神剣レードリヒいいこと教えてやるよ正義は絶対カス完全懲悪一気かせバラバラになったって俺たちの心はいつも一緒なんだって言語道断一刀両断合点承知一致団結よっしゃ地球レコーダースイッチスタンバイエマージェンシー
So that's more Bond phrases than you'll ever need in your life, and that's a combination of quite a few new ones that are exclusive to this, and then some we've heard in both. Okay, now we're on to the last mode. We're in the home stretch, guys.
Judgment time.
ありえない側に対してはスペシャルポリスの要請によりはるか銀河の彼方にある宇宙最高裁判所から判決が下されるエリート許可ゴッチュこれにて一件コンプリート
Judgment time.
Let's see, I think there's only the
エ
one.
リート許可 ゴッチュこれにて一件コンプリート
Again, there might be another one.
日本バレ
But I'm just going to try to go for the innocent.
ありえない側に対しては
There we go. That took me way too long to get. Like, that's one of the only annoying things about either of these is the Judgement Nose. Nose. Okay, never mind. Anyway, we got the picture. Is that trying to get innocent is annoying. Like, I get that the guilty one has a ton of sounds after it, as opposed to the guilty one that's like, well, we got nothing to say. But it's kind of annoying, especially when you're trying to film a review. But overall, this is an absolutely fantastic set. Honestly, I cannot recommend this enough for Sentai or Dekaranger fans. Like, this review is so long, but it's like kind of insane that it was. Even if I just had the one, it's longer than some Rider Belt reviews I have, which is weird because usually the Rider Belts are more, you know, robust with features compared to Sentai Changers, but this is so fantastic. It's got so many show accurate sounds, so many phrases. They're both packed full of different sounds, and I love that this one plays the full theme, and I love that this has the track music, and I also like that there is some similarities with this. Like, the only thing that's really like the same is this feature on the regular mode, but I like that there is some sameness to it because it makes them feel like they're both an SP license, so you can use either one for that, if that makes any sense. And you get the individual ones that aren't stickers, so it's not permanent. The holsters look good. The only real complaint outside of it being annoying to get the Judgement Mode for Innocent is that the middle mode has a hard time, not sticking, but it's really easy to accidentally flip it off. Like, during the review, I moved my finger like a fraction of an inch, and it knocked it into morphing mode when I was trying to show off the call mode. So that can be kind of annoying. I wish it was just a little more secure, but that's like such a minor nitpick. Like I said, overall, this is worth the money. If you're a Dekaranger fan, I can highly recommend checking this set out. You get a fantastic, best version of the SP license, and you get a never before released one with a ton of features. I really hope they do this more in the future. I would love a set with the Magiphone, and then we could get finally the Red Wolzophone. That could be really cool. And it's probably a pipe dream, but an SPD version of this with SPD sounds would be amazing. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Awesome Rider, signing out.